All in all, guys. Jesus, man. This Acadia. Oh, it keeps coming with it. It keeps coming with it. So, I'm having a fuel pressure problem, guys. Like, I start this thing up, and my fuel pressure needle is just all over the place. So I know it's my high pressure pump. I know that for a fact because I put my scanner on it and I seen what my low pump, the pump in the tank's doing what it's supposed to do, but the high pressure pump is back feeding, and it's brand new. It's the cheapest shit you can get. So yeah. So you know, after I did the timing chain, everything was good, and I was having problems. Like the thing wouldn't accelerate. Like if you give it gas and shit, it like bogged down like it's starving for fuel. So I finally got a code for a crank sensor. So I replaced that yesterday, and my car is starting again. Once again, it starts up. I mean, this Acadia has just been one thing after the other. So now it finally starts up again. Idle's perfect, but you can't give it no gas. So when I first bought this car, they told me, oh, it needs a fuel pump, needs this and that. So I replaced the timing chain. I replaced the fuel pump. No, now listen, I'm cheap as fuck. So this is the third fuel pump I put in this car. It's a Bosch. And I bought some fuel pumps from, what was this place? AA Auto or some shit. And they was junk. So once I replaced the fuel pump, then it wouldn't start at all. So I had to replace the fuel pump again and again. This is the third one I did on this car. So I got that fixed, right? Now it's pumping. And then I had this guy here. This is your high pressure pump. So I bought the cheapest one I can get, right? These usually go for a couple $100 or whatever if you get a good one. So I bought one for like $70 or something. Cheapest motherfucker I can get. Don't buy cheap shit because you're going to get what you pay for. The motherfucker ain't working. Man, I'm going to tell you what, guys. Always get respectable, reputable parts. Now, this thing finally does start up again. Look. Starts up. Idle's very good. But I can't give it no fuel. I can't give it no pedal. Because I bought a fucking cheap ass high pressure fuel pump from a nobody ass no name motherfucker selling Chinese parts. Now you see my fuel pressure is good to go on my low side. That's from the tank. So if I start this, my needle just goes crazy. Blue, back and forth. It goes crazy. I'm going to show you guys. All right, I'm just going to show you. So, this is what my fuel pressure gauge is doing. It's just going crazy. And I know for a fact that my pump in the tank is pumping it. So what I'm basically seeing is, and I already put my scanner on it. I already know. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's this fucking high pressure pump because it's back feeding. It's not opening it up. is back. That's why that needle's fluctuating, because my high pressure pump's not opening, or it's not allowing the pressure to go through. I mean, I guess it is a little bit, because the car is running. You can see it's running pretty good. It's running pretty smooth. But this is the problem I'm having, guys. And I got a P0087 code, which is fuel regulator performance. So before you start, you know, like I did in the beginning, don't start replacing shit until you really check shit out. I didn't check nothing out. When I bought this car, they told me it needs a fuel pump and this and that. But this car sits here and idles perfect, dude. It's not shaking. But you can see I have a fuel pressure problem. So what is that? What's that telling me is the high pressure pump is back feeding. So it's opening real quick and closing real quick, and it's causing my fluctuation in my needle there. So, and that's a brand new high pressure fuel pump, but you know, I bought it brand new. I bought it as cheap as I could. I think 70, 60 bucks, 70, 60 bucks, something like that. Don't buy no cheap shit, bro. This car, you know, it's got a new timing chain on it and everything. This car was, I mean, it's running great right now, but you just can't drive it. I mean, not until this needle is stabilized. Once this needle is stabilized, and I fix the problem. So I'm still having problems with this goddamn car. This sounds good. This car is, I know what it is. I know it's that high pressure fuel pump. I know for a fact. I can almost guarantee it. But I'm gonna replace that tomorrow. But I had to do a crank sensor in it, because yesterday it wouldn't even start. It would start up and die. Start up and die. Start up and die. So I had to replace a crank sensor in this thing, and that was a pain in the ass. But now it finally starts, and it idle's perfect, dude. It's just one thing after another with the Acadia, guys. But this is the deal. So I'm gonna replace the high pressure pump tomorrow, and hopefully, bingo, bongo, boom, I can pull it out of here and clean it up and post it for sale. I will definitely keep you guys posted. But let's go. We're on the right track.